Welcome to episode 195. No. We're off to a bad start already. Welcome to episode 196, he says, getting it wrong. Episode 196 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It is, it is Saturday. Saturday the 20th of March. 20th! There we go. We get that right. Saturday, the 20th of March, 2021. And, Jesus, what a bad start already, people. It's going to be one of those episodes. It could be one of those episodes already. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing better than my fucking intro there. Holy shit, Ben. Isn't it about time you got it right, Ben? Well, maybe. It's a very difficult life we lead sometimes, isn't it? Here we are. It is definitely Saturday. It is episode 196. For some reason, my headphones are cutting out. I don't know if I need to, I should have all this already set up and ready to go, people. But, it's a very difficult world out there, isn't it? Very difficult world. Anyway, this week I've been mainly mooching around, to be honest, people. I'm trying to get back into the writing habit. You know what I mean? All you artists out there, I'm a fucking artist. All you artists out there, I'm trying to get back in the writing habit because I've been a bit lazy the last few months. This is really fucking doing my head in, these headphones. Hang on a minute. Is that better? That sounds a bit better. Yeah. Okay. It sounds better to me, people, and that's the main thing, isn't it? So I've been trying to get back into the writing habit this week, writing a few ideas down. This is, I'll start with an initial thought, which is usually sparked by anger. I'm not going to lie to you. And anger at some sort of subject or annoyance at something. And then it will be exacerbated on the page. And but at the minute, I'm just writing ideas down, trying to think of what annoys me about modern culture, or the way things are going at the minute in the world. So it's all a bit airy-fairy, people. It's all a bit airy-fairy. But this is the initial stage of like trying to gather together material and getting a new. Trying to get a new 20 set, even though we can't actually try out this material at the minute because there's nowhere fucking open still, baby. So there's nowhere open at the minute to do anything. So these fucking headphones are still fucking me off. Hang on a minute. Is that a little bit better? That sounds a little bit better to me, anyway. So we're trying to write some new material, get some stuff written down, and hopefully that will weave itself, or if it won't, weave itself into a golden nugget. I think this is my philosophy on stuff. If you're doing this is my philosophy on comedy anyway. If you're doing one-liners or things like that, or bullshit stories that really didn't happen and really don't never happened or anything like that, and you're trying to work that material, some of it will never work. But I genuinely think that you can make anything fucking work, as long as it's truthful, it's got an opinion to it, and it's just a case of doing it in the right way. That's my philosophy anyway. It's just a case of doing it in the right fucking way, writing it right, and breaking it down into stages and making it not palatable for the audience, but making it sort of coherent. More coherence than palatableness. Palatableness? I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what I'm trying to do at the minute. I'm trying to work through and make an idea coherent. So it has, a thread through it that you can actually follow rather than just random ranting. Which is what this podcast is all about, isn't it? That's what this is all about. This is all about random ranting. Yeah, anyway, let's get on with let's have a cup of tea before we start this properly. I know it's all over the place today, people, isn't it? I know what you're thinking. Come on, Ben, up your game a little bit. There's podcasts out there getting millions of hits, and you're fucking around with your own headphones that don't even make any difference to us. I know, people, but it makes a difference to me. And overall, the performance the performance will be made better if I can fucking hear myself. Let's have some tea. Hang on. There we go. The first thing I saw this week that came out in the news, you know, the news, that program on telly. Scientists have unlocked the mysteries of the world's oldest computer. The world's oldest computer, 2,000-year-old device, often referred to as the world's oldest computer, has been recreated by scientists trying to understand how it worked. Why? I don't understand what it's going to do. I imagine it just shows like how the sun moves through the sky in different seasons. I haven't read the article yet. I've just seen the headlines. That made me angry enough to go into this with a closed mind. Yeah, so this is all of these things, though. This is what annoys me about this. All of these things where they have like sketches or drawings from years ago, most notably Leonardo da Vinci and his drawings of helicopters and shit. And they were like, well, he invented the helicopter. He didn't know, did he? He didn't. He just did sketches of it. Whether those worked or not is a different matter. You know what I mean? I don't think, you know, if he didn't, you know, also design the internal combustion engine and said, you're going to need this to fucking power it, did he? He just did a picture of something that looks vaguely like a helicopter and went, yeah, that'll fucking fly, won't it? How Leonardo, how are we going to do, how are we going to get it off the ground then? How are we going to propel this thing? I don't know, hamsters running around in a wheel, something like that. Who gives a fuck? It's going to fly. Anyway, I've got some fucking moody cow to fucking paint in a minute. Dear, I can't even tell if she's smiling. Isn't she smiling? I don't know. She's a right moody bitch, but I've got to get her shit done. Anyway, so this is the Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism has baffled experts since it was found on a Roman-era shipwreck in Greece in 1901. The hand-powered ancient Greek device is thought to have been used to predict eclipses and other astronomical events. Awesome. But only a third of the device survived, leaving researchers pondering how it worked and what it looked like. The back of the mechanism, yeah, it's just like a fucking coral reef covered bit of metal. It could mean it could have been anything. This could have been a fucking massive like garlic crusher or something like that, and they're putting too much emphasis on this, I think. Scientists from University College London believe they have finally cracked the puzzle using 3D computer modelling. They have recreated the entire front panel and now hope to build a full-scale replica. What a fucking waste of money this is. If you want to predict when the eclipses are these days, you just fucking Google it. That's all you need to do. This is like the worst idea and the biggest waste of money I've ever. Oh man, weren't the Romans really really into technology and shit like that? No, not really. Not when it comes to modern day society. Why not marvel at what we've got? You know, you can find out the eclipses on your fucking phone whilst you're FaceTiming your fucking mum. I don't know. Only 82 fragments survived, amounting to around a third of the device. We've already said that, haven't we? yeah, it just seems like a fucking complete waste of time, to be perfectly honest with you. Fuck you, Romans, with your shit fucking. Yes, you fucking invent. Oh man, they invented roads. Well, they had to get places to fucking nick their countries and all their gold, didn't they? So that they invented fucking plumbing system and shit like that. Well, I suppose they didn't want to die of disease, so they had heated floors, and that's as far as they went. There's no, Romans weren't flying into battle, were they? In jet fighters or anything like that. Although I would have loved to have seen that. Somebody, fucking Roman soldier, just getting into a fucking jet fighter. I don't know, people. This is a nothing article to start with. I fully apologise for this. Talking of this, things that happen in time and that sort of thing. Here we go. Tenuous link. Yeah, talking of this is a story about TikTok. Now, I don't know whether you're aware of TikTok. Everybody's fucking aware of TikTok. I am not on TikTok, by the way, because I am a 44-year-old middle-aged man, and I do not require to be followed by young children who have the attention span of the people who have already switched off from this podcast because of that first story. I don't see. It's all short bursts of. I've seen TikTok videos. I've seen fellow comedians dancing, or I don't know, doing shit on there, and it's not the legacy I really want to leave. Is like a few TikTok videos of me fucking showing my fucking knobbly knees while I'm dancing to a fucking track by Ariana Grande. It's not really my thing, people, but each to their own. It's just one more social media platform that condenses any artistic merit down to a couple of seconds. That's it, innit? That's it's the equivalent of getting the Sistine Chapel and asking who the fuck was it? Sistine Chapel, fucking Raphael, Leonardo. No, I'm going through the turtle names. Who was it? Sistine Chapel. Fucking hell, Jesus, my mind's going. Oh God, fucking hell, Google. Jesus Christ. Fucking Michelangelo. Jesus fucking Christ. How has that escaped me? How have I forgotten that? Anyway, it's the equivalent of getting Michelangelo to say, I fucking like it and shit like that. Is a fucking work of art, but can't you stick that on a postage stamp for us? Couldn't you? Do it about that sort of size. It's too big, mate. Isn't it? Too long. Takes too much effort to look at there and have a look at it. Can't you put that on an A4 sheet so we can have a look at it? It's the equivalent of that, isn't it? TikTok, where they do short little videos of fucking, kids dancing or reacting to shit. That's a new thing, isn't it? Reaction videos where everybody seems to get millions and millions of hits from reacting to things that are actually art, aren't they? They'll watch a video of like somebody, doing stand-up, Dave Chappelle or George Carlin or someone like that, and then somebody will sit in a corner and get millions of fucking views for it just by smiling or laughing at the obvious punchlines. Not the fact that the punchlines are obvious, but the actual point at which you're meant to be laughing. I don't know. It's a whole new brave world, but it doesn't seem that brave. That's it, isn't it? Who'd have thought that years ago? When you're in your careers interview with your careers teacher, when I was in the 90s or whatever, and I'd have said to him, I'm going to be a fucking podcaster and a YouTube fucking a YouTube influencer or an Instagram influencer or something like that, they'd have gone, what the fuck? I think my thing for that, because I said I like working outdoors because I like playing football, so they naturally assumed I like working outdoors. So they put down that my career I should go into is fence erecting. That's it. That was it. That was the height of ambition at my school in the 90s. You like being outside, didn't you? Yeah. You like putting up things a little bit. You like you're playing around goalposts and that. These things are a little bit like goalposts, only without the crossbar. Get out there, son. Make a career for yourself. Yes. Anyway, this is TikTok. And talking about time traveling, here we go. Tenuous link. I went off on a little bit of a detour there, didn't I? A user on TikTok has gone viral after claiming to be a time traveler from just 6 years into the future. That's what I would do. If I was a time traveler from the future, I would go on TikTok to become viral. It's got to be top priority, isn't it? You know, if you're a time traveler from the future, you would at least, place a few bets first, wouldn't you? Maybe they've done that. Maybe this is the thing. TikTok could explode in 6 years' time, and people are getting paid millions of pounds. The alleged time traveler goes by the name of Unicoso Brevivient and only provides his first name, Javier. According to Unilad, Javier's username translates to only survivor. So this guy apparently is the only survivor of some sort of apocalyptic shit that goes on in 6 years' time. Bring it on, baby. I'm fucking ready. COVID's just been a warm-up for me, baby. I can see it. Mad Max. Beyond help, rather than Thunderdome. My name is Javier, he put, and I am alone in the world. Javier's first video posted. So this guy who in 6 years' time, so we've got 6 years to come up with time travel. This is the only guy who's survived in 6 years' time, and somehow he's worked out how to use his time machine, and or he's sending these things back in time, TikTok videos or something, him dancing and shit, I imagine. He posted his first video in Feb 2021, depicts scenes throughout the city of Valencia, Spain, that look relatively normal, except for one fact. He can use, is the one fact, the fact he can use Photoshop? Is that it? The city appears to be completely void of people. In the video, which has been viewed over 7 million times, he claims to be a time traveler from the year 2027. He says that then humanity will have gone extinct. I don't know, people. I quite like the idea of being the last person alone on Earth. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. You know, that film with Will Smith, Legend, or whatever. I'd fucking just enjoy myself. You go to the cinema, you can watch whatever you want, rifle through other people's houses for a bit, see what sort of like hidden shit they've got away. That'd be quite interesting. Just drive around in any fucking car you wanted. You could just like break into somebody's house, nick a Lamborghini, and just trash it. Couldn't you? All that fucking spite and anger at the world that you've got, you know, you could do anything you want, you know. See a little dog walking, shoot it in the face. There you go. No, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Innit? You could be anyone you wanted to be if you're on your own, couldn't you? You could listen to all the music in the world you've ever wanted to listen to. No fucking job needed. No fucking money needed. You know, how many? That's an interesting thought, actually. How many people does there need to be on Earth for their? What is the limit where no society, think no societal constraints like money and mortgages and jobs, none of that's needed. You just, you could have your own little base. You could travel anywhere. I mean, it's going to take a while, but you could travel wherever you wanted to travel to. You can, just hop on get in a car, drive all around England, get on a boat, just sail across the channel to France, go through there for a bit, see what that's like, see what the old Germans keep under their beds, and the French and Spanish do that, work your way around. You could go to Africa without being scared of poor people robbing you. Man, it'd be a delight. I'd fucking love it. Hire some sort of boat or something, make sure you got like all your medical provisions and stuff like that and go on a fucking world tour on your own. Just seeing the animals in nature, using different transport of what you've robbed or accumulated on the way. It sounds fucking amazing. I'd love it. But this guy, let's have a look. The account it's accumulated 1.3 million followers. Many of the comments on attempt to prove Javier's claim is untrue. If he's posting, then there's in our present time that an advertisements and sign would look different and closing stores. Others ask him to back up his claims with more proof. If you are really from the future, then use a song from the future. Well, his claim is that he's the only one, isn't it? So it's going to be him singing him. What a weird thing to do, though. Claim that you're from the future. Obviously, this guy has come up with an idea to go viral and just went, fuck it. I'm going to pretend I'm from the future. Maybe he will be. This could be a fucking, this could be a 12 Monkeys sort of like situation going on here, people. Couldn't it? Does he look anything like Bruce Willis? 12 Monkeys is such a good film. I fucking love that film as well. I fucking love that fucking film. Let's see if we can get that up a bit. It kept cutting out. Anyway, so we've got a guy from the future who's gone viral on TikTok. That's basically it. Or no, what it is a guy pretending to be from the future going viral on TikTok. That's what it is. He's the person who's going to bring TikTok down. This could be it. He is the one for the bullshit and the lies of it. This is the guy who brings it all down. Finally, people, I've realised what was wrong with my headphones. By the way, I didn't have it turned up loud enough, and the fucking expander gate was cutting it all out. So I apologise for the sound quality of this episode if it was like that. But we're almost through it now, people, aren't we? 23 minutes in. So it basically ought to be liar goes viral on TikTok. That should be it, shouldn't it? I don't know. I think there's something like I was discussing this the other day with Hannah, and we were saying about how everything seems to be just disposable these days. Any sort of like art or anything sort of like deep art or anything like that is just instantly put out on either Twitter or TikTok or Facebook as a little video. Is consumed, filtered and then shut out and then lost to the world. Nobody seems to do anything. Nobody seems to do anything sort of like long lasting anymore, or or something that's going to last the ages. Everything is instantly consumed and forgotten. Which is, goes against, everything. The reason why you're creating art, be it comedy or like or paintings or whatever, or pictures or anything like that. I don't know. It's a very interesting sort of. It's a very interesting thing how art's becoming more and more disposable, and becomes like even the nature of going viral for something, the nature of going viral of like something that gets popular and posted and reposted and reposted, and then eventually it's that popular, and then it reaches its limit of being viewed, or it reaches its limit of being shared or liked, and then that's it, and then it's discarded. I don't think there's going to be many memes in 50 years' time that are hanging up in the Louvre. Like the Mona Lisa. Is it? I don't think there's many memes that are going to be, like in art galleries and things like that. It's just like a pithy little, this describes it. But people use that then, don't they? People use that to describe themselves. This describes me. Here's my day today. And it is a fucking picture of a fucking cat with its, paws over its fucking eyes. Is that you, is it? That cat with fucking paws over your eyes? Is it? What are you going to be tomorrow? That was today. What are you going to be tomorrow? Anyway, let's end on a story about a Chinese granny. Why wouldn't you want to? This is a 76-year-old grandmother who fought off an attacker. She's been hailed for her courage by many in China. This was a Chinese woman in San Francisco who was just punched in the face. Doosh, like that. I don't know why she was punched in the face. It doesn't say. She instinctively responded by hitting him with a wooden stick. What better way if you're an old woman to hit somebody than with a wooden stick? That is, in my opinion, that is stereotypical self-defense for an old person. I thought she could have come up with something better. Apparently, there's been a rise in reports of attacks against Asian Americans in recent months. You don't get, what sort of a pussy fucking punches a 76-year-old woman in the face? Ms. Zoe, I don't know, XIE, whatever that. If we've got any Chinese listeners at all, XIE, what is that surname? Zai, is it? Yeah, she's got a couple of black eyes there. Jesus. Many online praised Mrs. Zai, saying she was really brave, while another pointed out that she taught him a lesson. I imagine, probably not. I imagine she came off worse, to be honest, by the look of her face. This is another thing, isn't it, where everybody goes on the fucking, on the bandwagon of the hero because they're older or whatever. Yes, she fought off an attacker and stuff like that, and well done to her, but, like, I'm not sure she taught him a lesson. I'm pretty sure if he's going to do that to a 76-year-old woman, he's possibly going to do it to other people as well. I don't know. Maybe that's a cynic of me, people. It's been quite a cynical episode. We started badly. We finally got the sound right-ish. Sound right-ish by the end, but yeah. It's claimed she suddenly heard someone yell Chinese before she was punched in the face. Jesus. That was fucking Jesus. She fought back using a wooden stick she saw nearby. A video online taken after the attack shows Mrs. Zai wailing as she puts an ice pack on an extremely bruised face. Jesus. Well, the alleged assailant is seen lying on a stretcher. She did fucking clout him. Good old girl. San Francisco police have said a 39-year-old man was arrested and they are investigating the assault. She stretched it out of there. She is a fucking hero. She did teach him a lesson. Good old Mrs. Zai. Don't know. Anyway. She kicks some ass, baby. Yeah. So it's, it looks like, it looks like that she did actually kick his ass. So fair play to her. Lesson to be learnt there: do not fuck with 76-year-old Chinese women because they will beat the fuck out of you with a stick. Hope the younger generation of Americans can. This is what she said: can all stand up for one another and the elderly. Ah, bless her. Why is there so many Asian hate in America at the minute? Just today earlier, a man used to change from murder over killing 8 people, 6 were Asian. Coronavirus. This is it, isn't it? This is what it leads to. So, because, oh, for fuck's sake, there's some fucking retards about, isn't there? So, because of the coronavirus, that's how naive I am at times. This is how naive I am at times. I'm thinking, why is there so many attacks on Chinese people? I didn't even connect the dots between the coronavirus and that. Is that why? The coronavirus pandemic has led to a rise in rhetoric blaming the disease on Asian people. That's why. In America. Fuck's sake. People slag off the UK. Yes, we've got a bit of a colourful history of oppressing people and nicking stuff from other countries, but all countries, if you look back far enough, haven't got a particularly enlightened history. We were just better at it than anybody else. But we've got a bit of a colourful history, but at least I don't think anyone would tolerate anything like that going on in this country. Not that they're tolerating it in America, but I don't even think, I know there's some fucking thickos in this country, but I'm not sure. Well, I could be on this podcast next week saying, fucking hell, man. They've started it in this country as well. What are we on? 32 minutes, people. That's got to be it, isn't it? I'll give you an extra 2 minutes because it's fucking because of the poor, shitty start to this podcast. But we will not be editing it out because we do not do that here on the Ben Briggs podcast. All right, my old booty. That was episode 196 of the Ben Briggs podcast. If you have any questions or you just want to contact me at all, it is just Ben Briggs. No, it's not. Woo. It is just podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on Tuesday, people, where I will have everything set up and be raring to go. Have a good rest of your Saturday and Sunday, and I shall speak to you on Tuesday. Take care.